Back for another edition of Mel and Mike. Melanie Moore, the head coach of the Xavier women's basketball team. Alongside me, Mike Schmaltz. We are almost ready for the season. Talk about how nice it is to have the season coming up and how proud of your program you are that it's made it this far. Everybody's followed the protocols, staff, administration, coaching staff.
We are ecstatic that it's game week. We've been talking about this since last Wednesday, that 1 week left and how many practices until we'll finally get to compete against somebody else. And it's crucial. I think overall, Xavier University, from top to bottom, our administration, the students, the staff, everybody did their part. We're finished with school tomorrow, and we made it with zero hiccups. So that's been awesome to see, and our players have done their part. So we're ecstatic. It's finally game week, and we have two practices, and then we'll be playing. So I can't say it enough. It's nice to finally compete against somebody else. So we're ready.
What do you think your players have learned through the preparation process, just through the summer and having to follow all the rules and the new things and learn some new
I
responsibilities?
think to live in the moment,
right,
and take it one day at a time, and we talked about that a lot. And when we're on the court, let's make it as normal as we can. Let's compete, let's get better, control what we can control. And they've done an awesome job. My staff has done an awesome job of just keeping everybody in a good frame of mind and just working hard every day.
To quote the Grateful Dead, what a long, strange trip it's been. But we're here to the start of the season, and optimistic yet realistic. You came up with that phrase back in the summer. You are going to get a game against Detroit to start this season, and you're going to have some unique conditions. Talk about what's going to happen when you get up to Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, so, protocols and state to state is very different. Some arenas are going to have fans, some no fans, some pass list. You just don't know. And so at Detroit, no fans, so it'll just be us and them, but our players are going to wear masks. The Detroit players are going to wear masks. So that's mandated through their government there. So we practiced yesterday in mask. I can say it's definitely different. Our student athletes, our players are embracing it, but it's definitely hard. It's especially in a game like basketball where it's up and down, a lot of sprinting. And so we built in a few extra water breaks, a few extra timeouts so that they could get their breath back. But this group is resilient. They're going to do whatever they can to compete. We said that's kind of our choice, right? We wear masks and we play a game, right, or we don't wear masks and we stay home. And they're like, oh, let's wear masks. We want to play. We want to play somebody else. It's game time. So they're doing their part so that we can compete on Wednesday.
So a lot of enthusiasm to start the season. And let's talk a little bit about your schedule. It came out in kind of two groups. You're going to have 4 games in 16 days. You get 1 rehearsal, and then you're right into a conference weekend. And it's a little different this year. Instead of a weekend at home, 2 days apart, you're going to have a home game and then a road game in conference. So talk about that new format.
Yeah, we kind of knew this a year ago that we were going to play Big East games the 4th and 6th of December. And so, it's good. You can get people early. We might be able to surprise some teams. We've been very fortunate. We've been here since July. And so we got a lot of practices in. We got a lot of opportunities to get better, to grow individually, collectively. So we're just excited. We're excited to play whoever, whether it's non-conference, conference games. Our kids are ready to compete and just go out there and give everything they have.
So that stretch will be Creighton on the 4th, DePaul on the 6th, and then the Crosstown Shootout already December the 10th with Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's a tough early schedule. We've got to be ready 1 game at a time, but our kids are excited to see where we are.
Then you get 4 December 13th through the 22nd. Wofford is here at home, then a road game at Valparaiso, then a trip to Connecticut on December the 19th and home at Marquette. That's the last game before your Christmas break.
Yeah, we're going to be tested early. But our kids love the challenge. We've talked about it from day one, and so they're excited to just show everybody what we've been working on and how much better we've gotten.
6 newcomers come into this team, 9 returnees, so a nice blend of talent. A deep bench is always a luxury. Is that going to change the way you're able to play this year? Do you know about rotations, how deep you're willing to go early in the season?
Definitely. I think when you have more depth, you can do that. And so, last year, we battled a lot of injuries, smaller roster, so we kind of had to slow things up a little bit, where this year we have 15 players on the roster, and we've added some speed, some athleticism, so we definitely can be a more up-tempo team, press some. So we're really excited just about the amount of different lineups that we can put out there. We can put some height, we can put some skill, we can put some athleticism. So every player's gotten better in our program, so that gets you excited as a coach.
Talk about some of the elements, especially I think one of the advantages you're going to have is post-play. Sarah Leyendecker was injured a little bit last year. Ari Gray's not going to have to carry that huge rebounding load. What's that going to mean for her as we get into this season?
It's going to be huge, and I think Ari has figured it out. She's like, well, Coach, we're a lot better, and that was our message to Ari. We have better players, more players around you. Everybody got better coming into the program. So Sarah has done an awesome job. She's more of an inside-outside threat. She can stretch the defense, but she also can score in bunches in the paint. And then you have Yanni Townsend. I mean, and she was off to a great year last year. She got some confidence, some experience, and she came in really looking good. I mean, there's practices, Mike, where she's above the rim, and we're all just like, whoa, you know?
Right.
So we definitely have some aha moments with her. But I think just the experience of last year, she trusts herself, she trusts her teammates, and she's confident in what she can do. So, and then you add, you know, some freshman pieces to that who give us more length, some athleticism. So we're just excited with what our post group can do.
So we mentioned a little bit all around, it's going to be an improved group, but what do you think the strengths of this team especially are going to be when we open up here?
Their toughness, their competitive greatness. They're about winning everything they do,
Right.
and that starts with our returners, but also our newcomers. And so they want to compete, they want to win, and we do that every day in practice. We have drills where you got to win it, and there's a consequence if you don't. So I'm just excited about the toughness, the grit, and the competitiveness that this group brings.
Yeah. What else has impressed you about the way they prepared for this season and what you've seen in practice so far?
Yeah, they got better. Everybody improved individually. So, you know, we talked about just shooting percentages and what we shot as a team and what they shot individually last year and getting in the gym. And this group has bought into that. From day one when they stepped on campus in July, they're in the gym. That's the culture now here. They want to work out. They want to get better. And so our percentages, we chart them every day. They're much better than they were last year. So that shows you they're buying in, they're working hard, and we're getting better.
After this entire preparation journey and this unique situation here, how nice is it going to be to see that ball go up in Detroit for the first tip of the year, and you're actually going to be playing a game here?
I can't wait, Mike. Like, you know, every day I wake up and I'm like, we good. So I think all of us, I think around the country, everybody's excited. I think it gives you a sense of normalcy somewhat in these times, these tough times in this pandemic. And so I think that's where everybody is, from coaches to student athletes. They just want to play. They want it to feel like it used to feel. So we're ecstatic and we're excited for Wednesday.
Well, we certainly wish you a safe and successful season, and that'll wrap it up here for this edition of Mel and Mike. Coach, take us home.
Go X!